Now, settle down.
You know, sometimes they don't live up to what you imagine.
And then other times...
Exceeded all expectations. Zeta exceeded everything.
Isn't that
You're a
nice?
beautiful girl. You really are.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely gorgeous. I saw it right away.
Meet you.
Well, I'll bet.
I'm a great fan of yours.
I'll bet. But you know what?
She's been watching you since she was just a little girl.
But as soon as you jumped out of the screen, in fact, I said that to Antonio Banderas. For the Zorro movie, he was here. We did a little skit, remember?
Yes.
And I said, this girl just boom, he agreed, absolutely.
Oh, well, he was a pleasure to work with.
Yeah.
He's a complete sweetheart.
You've had some great leading men.
I've been really lucky on the leading men front, yes. But the nicer they are as human beings and people, the better they are as actors. And I think one, you know, contributes to the other, so I've been really lucky.
And I love her little Scottish brogue.
It's Welsh.
Welsh.
Oh, okay, that's the first strike.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I speak a little Welsh, too.
You do?
Yes.
And he does it a very fine...
Liam Neeson.
Yes, that's good, yeah.
I went to see him in Rob Roy.
You did?
Yes, and I said, Liam, that was a good Rob Roy.
Well, I'll teach you a bit of Welsh. Bore da is good morning.
Bore da's good
Bore
morning.
da.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a beautiful language. It was a very difficult language, isn't it?
It's really difficult language, yeah. I don't speak it as good as I should, I'll be very honest with you.
But we understand that you're a very, very accomplished singer. When are we going to see you sing or hear you sing?
Well, I started in musical comedy and I did an opera at the English National Opera, but I just made a decision to concentrate on the acting, you know. I thought trying to do everything at once for me, unless I'm doing it in musical theatre, which I did
or
for
in a
many
film.
years.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more difficult to see musicals done on film these days.
Well,
I wish I was born in those eras of the golden film era.
Or even the Doris Day movies that we always had some
But you had a
sort of
wonderful run as one of London's leading ladies on the stage in musicals and so on.
42nd Street when I was 16. I played it for 2 years.
Oh, my
So is it unusual or surreal in a way to all of a sudden become the it girl, like you've just been discovered when you've really been acting at this and working at it and paying your dues for years and years and years?
15 years I've been actually getting paid for this job, so to the American audience it seems like I've just kind of turned up. And in a way I have, because of the 3 films that have opened within a year.
I remember Phantom, though, with you.
Yeah?
The Phantom, because
Yeah.
my little boy loved that one.
Oh, I was playing an evil woman in
Yes,
that.
you were, but you did it very well.
Thank you. But I just feel good that it's happened to me now in a way, you know.
Sure.
I feel much more prepared.
You
I'm
can
enjoying
appreciate
it, yeah. I'm
Absolutely.
enjoying myself so much.
But you know what's wonderful is, first of all, the name Catherine Jones. Nice name, lovely name.
But we've heard it before.
But when you throw in...
We've heard it before.
When you throw in Zeta,
Yeah, you say it so.
I know.
please
Don't
forgive
scare
us.
her. She just did the haunting.
But Zeta, where did Zeta come from?
Well, Kathleen, my Irish grandmother, Catherine, and Zeta is my Welsh grandmother. And my great-grandfather was on a ship that sailed out of Swansea, where I'm from, called the Zeta.
Zeta sounds like almost Italian.
It's Greek, actually. It's the 5th letter of the Greek alphabet.
So it's a middle name for you then?
Yeah, and I hyphenate it to just be a bit more exotic for the screen.
Oh, it works. It works. Definitely works for me.
You must have been a gorgeous baby, huh?
Ugly.
No.
Like a
In
frog.
fact, isn't there a story when they show in Mark of Zorro that beautiful little baby that grows up to be Catherine?
Elena.
Elena. In the movie, what did your mother's reaction? What was it?
Well, she didn't look like that. And I said the same thing, you know. I just did not look like that, and my father nearly divorced my mother immediately because when I came out of the womb, I looked like a frog. I was all like squished up.
And he was sure he could not have been the father of that, right?
Was it a big family?
2 brothers, 2 siblings. I'm in the middle, and I'm really lucky.
What did
In the
they
middle
do?
of 2 boys, huh?
I know. No, it's good for you. It's
You
good
learned
for a
to
woman.
survive.
Yeah. Very good. I'd recommend it.
Are they involved in the entertainment industry? Or?
They are involved with my career. My elder brother is always has been a big film buff, and he's now looking for developmental projects for me. And my younger brother is here, actually. He's watching it in the dressing room.
Oh, good.
He kind of travels with me and is like my assistant.
Oh, that's good. It's nice to have a family member. Just
very important.
Somebody
for me.
you truly know loves you, for you, long before any of the hoopla began.
And there's never been any kind of animosity between them and me, you know. Even when I was doing theatre as a little girl, I used to come back to my village as a bit of a celebrity, you know, and they never had not a stroke of jealousy amongst them.
That's nice.
And I'm very lucky, and that's what keeps me centred. And stuff.
Now, we can't help but notice that you've been dating one of our favorite guys here on the show.
He sends love.
How much love does he send? a lot. A lot of she touched you. She put her hand right there. And she touched you.
No, but he's one of our favorite guys.
Everybody loves Michael.
Michael Douglas. And you know...
she knows, Reach.
Yeah.
I know. But you know, I have visions of the two of you. Him so suave and handsome and you so
And
gorgeous.
fun.
And there you are on two continents, wining and dining. Now, when you're out with Michael and the lights are low and the champagne is flowing and it's a very romantic setting, does he ever talk about me?
Oh,
What's so funny?
how do you get away with a question like
Does
that?
he or doesn't he?
Your name's cropped up a few times.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, I knew it. I knew he talked
And it
about
always
me.
highlights the
I know it. Well, how did I know that?
But he's talking about my dog, is what you're
he's
Regis.
not. We're going to pause. We'll come back with Catherine Zeta-Jones. Catherine Zeta-Jones, our guest. And the new movie, The Haunting, I've been seeing the trailers for weeks now in the movie house.
Yeah, but we didn't actually finish shooting till about 3 months ago or something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't in Scotland, right? Where was
No,
this?
we did the majority of the shooting in LA, and then we did the exterior of the house that they found in England.
Because somebody was here at our show last week and they said, we just went to Scotland and we saw the castle where they shot The Haunting. So
Maybe that was entrapment. We
Well,
shot
that could
I
be,
shot
yes,
Sean Connery
maybe,
in
yeah,
Scotland.
Yeah.
But it was England, and it's a boarding school in actual.
Yeah, can you believe sending your kids there? Wow. I would never. If I was sent to that school, I'd never turn up.
Kathy, you've seen the movie, but what role do you play?
I play Theo, who is this kind of larger-than-life kind of woman of the world, where she thinks she is, but in fact, she hides a lot of her insecurities with this kind of front that she puts on.
And a great wardrobe.
And I, yeah, it's like every other scene I've got a new outfit
And what is
on.
she doing in this school?
Well, she's partaking in a study of insomnia, which all the characters
Think they're doing.
Think they are doing, constructed by Liam Neeson. But as the few days unfold, the house starts to have affiliations with the students, as the students. Lily Taylor's character, actually, Nell, has an affiliation with the house.
And it's
And the
filled with
tender
special
side
effects,
of
right?
Theo emerges.
Yeah.
The maternal side.
Oh, really?
Yes.
She's not so tough.
No,
And these
nobody
special
really is.
effects looked awesome in the little bit that I saw in the movie.
Yeah. Different process of work for me, though. All that effects
Which,
stuff.
of course, you didn't see at all as you're acting out.
No, it's bizarre. You have like a balloon or a piece of tape up there to react to. It's a real different discipline. But Liam, being, you know, just off a
Off a
Star Wars,
Phantom,
he was like
yeah.
a complete pro at that.
He was a pro at that, sure.
But it was very demanding physically, especially in such tight little skirts and those big high heels.
Ooh, those high heels.
She was wearing boots.
These boots, yeah. I think it was probably one of my bright ideas in the costume fitting. I love those boots. My character would definitely be wearing those boots.
And she would.
Cut to 3 months later, I'm still running around in heels like this. It was just a nightmare.
What'd you do with those boots when the movie was over?
I burned those babies,
Really?
honey. I burned those babies.
Your feet must look like a dancer's now, you know, after being... Well, actually, they look pretty darn good, sweetie.
They've always looked like a dancer.
But you haven't... Did
Let
you
me see your feet.
Do you have a foot fetish?
Well,
Yes, he does. He happens to think he has the world's most beautiful
You've got a
feet.
terrific arch.
Ballet.
Yes. Look
And
at that
tap.
arch.
Aren't you?
Tap.
You were like a champion tap dancer.
What an arch.
Somehow I just can't see you.
I've seen arches before, but that's some arch.
Don't spit when you're talking around the Zeta.
arch you've got. here.
Drooling
Wow.
a bit there.
Yeah.
All right, shall we take a look at a clip here?
Yeah.
All right, Lily Taylor and Catherine Zeta-Jones now in this particular scene. This is your first encounter with the evil.
With the entity, yeah, all the events that go on in the house.
All right, let's take a look at the haunting.
Nicole, can you feel it? Now, can you feel it? It's moving. It's over. It's over, right? Now come back here. Back here. It's in my room. It's in my room.
Wow. Scary.
It is scary.
You know, and all it is Michael Douglas trying to get in. You know?
Use the key.
But when you watch these horror movies, don't you always sit there and go, don't go in there?
I know, but that's like, I mean, that's movie magic. There's always a woman running around in a beautifully clean white nightdress, and
Yes.
it's kind of like going through hell.
Yeah.
Or then if you do a bed scene, there's always like the man has the sheet that kind of comes down to the waist, and then there's an L-shaped bit that covers the woman's breast. Have you
Yes.
noticed that?
And everybody sleeps that way.
Everyone
exactly.
has those sheets at home.
Exactly. Yes.
Just imagine. What's his name here in town?
He is.
He is.
Yeah.
Give him our love.
Fine,
I will
absolutely.
certainly do that.
Our love.
Our love.
Our love.
It was
Our love. She likes you, Reed.
My hero.
Oh.
just reaching over and grabbing whatever she wants. I've never seen anything
You're my
like it.
biggest and only fan. What do I say?
And I'm your biggest fan, too. Catherine Zeta-Jones, everybody.